Most people think that the best ad platform is going to be the one that gives them the cheapest leads. Seems like a usual thought process, but I think in financial services, probably one of the biggest things that people actually misconstrue, and it can actually lead to the biggest detrimental effects on your business. My name is James Lewis, CEO of Whitewater Investments, BizLeads, and a few other companies, and we've spent close to $30 million now on TikTok, Google, Facebook, which is now Meta, and that is both Facebook and Instagram in one. And throughout that, we've done so many split tests on every funnel, every single traffic source of how it actually links through every ad. So in this video, I'm going to lay out whether it's Meta, TikTok, Google, and any other platform that is actually going to be the best for generating leads for your financial services company, and which one you should start with today based on your business goals. So let's jump right in. So what are the only three factors that actually matter? So stop measuring just cost per lead, okay, and start measuring what truly drives profitability, which is actually every other metric. So cost per lead, cost per approval, cost per contacted lead, and obviously cost per settlement. Now, we're going to go over the scalability. Which one can you spend more with without actually breaking the results? So let's jump right in. So Facebook, Google, and TikTok. So Facebook ads, which is Meta, and that is both Facebook and Instagram placement, what I'm talking about. It is the best for volume targeting and retargeting, okay? The biggest problem though is there definitely is, with the wrong funnel, a higher junk lead rate if one targeting is off, because Facebook has such good customization in targeting, and these days with the new Andromeda update, you can attract the wrong people if you just blatantly have an ad that doesn't really call out your ideal prospect. So someone who's 55, or let's say 45, looking to refinance a house is probably going to be better than someone who's 25, okay? So, and then the best use case, it is amazing for things like VSL funnels, targeting using lookalike audiences, and overall lead gen at scale, okay? So an example here is going to be a mortgage broker running a VSL funnel, stands for video sales letter funnel, and they'll be able to generate leads for $28, for example, and have a 12% approval rate. Now, what does that actually mean? So when you're running different funnels throughout Facebook, the ones that are most applicable are going to be the VSL funnel, a basic direct response. And what I mean by direct response is you offer, and most you will all, you'll be familiar with what a direct response actually is. And it is essentially where you're just asking for, get a business loan, inquire now to see how much you qualify for, so you can get a loan today. There's a direct response. Video sales letter funnel is where you're driving traffic into a video, and that video basically explains the benefits of working with you over someone else, and then goes on and basically objection handles, sells them into either a call or becoming a lead as well. So Facebook ads is the best for overall volume. Now, let's couple that with Google ads. So it is probably the best overall for the highest intent, because they're actively searching. So if your processes are really dialed in with the process, with sales and actually getting to leads quickly, it's going to be the best. Google ads will always be the best, I think, for the foreseeable future. The only problem is the volume is limited and the capabilities are a little bit limited in terms of the daily predictability of how many leads you're going to get. So far, the best strategy that we've seen based on what I've covered so far in this presentation is going to be starting off with Facebook ads. As soon as you get Facebook ads to 50 leads per week or more, you then start looping in Google. Google doesn't work off the same daily budget as Facebook does, okay? It sets a daily budget, but then it can spend up to like 300-400% of that because it's going off a monthly budget instead of a daily. That's what we've found anyway. And you couple that with when Facebook ads producing good volume, and then Google is like the kind of intermediary before real scale, because it is really good for getting leads in at also a decent cost to acquire the actual customer and overall conversion rate with Google, but it's not good and predictable for daily volumes, okay? So best use cases are going to be direct call campaigns, and direct to call on top of just basic VSL and things like that. Direct to call means they call your business straight away. So we've found direct response with leads and also direct response with calls work really well, okay? So again, here's a finance example. Now you can see approval rate a bit higher, CPL a bit higher, and this is what we've found. Now, let's go down to TikTok. So this is going to be the cheapest platform we've found. So it's really good for top of funnel. So top of funnel means people that they're getting aware to your brand and to what you offer. It's not good for getting people to take action as much as the others. So it's really good for huge amount of awareness, massive reach, but lower intent, younger audiences. And you need unbelievably strong creative skills because you need to actually capture their attention. Because remember, on a platform and all these things, you are competing against everyone else. You're not just competing against yourself. I like to think about it, and I got told this I watched a video years ago by, I think, Alex Becker. He's like the CEO of Hyros. Alex Becker, I think is his name. And he went and said, you need to think of your market and your marketing like a dog fight, okay? It's not the best dog. There's like not one dog in the dog fight. You want to make your dog the biggest, strongest dog that will destroy all of the other dogs in the competition. And that's how you want to think of it. You need to be better, faster, more process driven, more efficient, have a better brand image. And the best use case for this, again, top of funnel attention, and then that would then move them into, say, Facebook retargeting. Or now they search you up, so they see your Google ads. So there is always a use case for multiple of these platforms to be used all at once, okay? But as you can see, good for brand building because they see it is a huge amount of reach that you get from TikTok, okay? Now, again, financial planning, TikTok awareness, $8 CPL. We've seen it as low as $8 per lead, but then it's, as I said, fed into Facebook retargeting. But the lead quality is lower, we have found. Not as low as you think. So I'll give you an exact use case. We find Google can convert consistently in, say, business finance at above 10%. Facebook will be right around 10%, and then TikTok's going to be like 6 to 7. So if you can equate for the fact that you are going to go and have a lower conversion rate, but your lower cost per lead is going to work, and that's the strategy you want to apply, TikTok can work very, very well. But they work really well when they're coupled all together. So how to find your best platform, okay? Volume, you need a lot of leads straight away, Facebook. You need a higher approval rate and you want a smaller amount of leads, I would recommend that you do Google. You can still do Facebook. We always like Facebook, but Google is potentially good for you if you only want 20 or 30 leads a month. And if you want attention to build a brand, for example, you're wanting to really get your message out there, starting to get a lot of views, and you want to build top of funnel awareness of you, then TikTok. So make sure you match your offer and funnel to the platform. So say a mortgage broker, be really good to run a direct response or a Facebook VSL. Debt consolidation, Google direct to call, because debt consolidation, a lot of people have it, it's really quick, you get to stay on it, and it's very, very important. Financial planning, and again, Facebook plus TikTok feeder. That just basically means TikTok feeder is our word for awareness. But then Facebook plus TikTok feeder, and you retarget as well. So only max at a time test 2 platforms as well, and judge only based on your cost per approval, cost per settlement. Pick one metric, okay, when you're split testing them, okay? So the best platform is going to be the one delivering the lowest cost per whatever metric at a scalable spend, okay? Doesn't matter about CPL, doesn't matter about impressions. It's only cost per deal that's actually in the door, okay? Or whatever metric you want to use. We all use cost per deal because it's the easiest to actually, validate. So that maximum test 2 platforms at one time, basically. And yeah, those are the most important thing that we've found when split testing them and finding the best one. Make sure that volume, when you need a lot of leads, instantly Facebook, because the daily consistency of leads is going to be much more important. If you want a lower volume but a higher quality lead, Google is going to be the best. And if you want to build brand awareness, attention coming to you or your business, you're going to pick TikTok. So if you're a financial services company and you want to learn more about sales, lead marketing, all the things that I've done over the last 6 years, I documented on this channel, and hit the subscribe button, comment, like, send to your friends, and watch the other videos that are suggested. But apart from that, have an amazing day and we'll speak soon.